Hey, everybody. Welcome to Nexus at Night, your weekly Vanguard broadcast. I'm Atlas.
I'm Matt.
I'm Root Beer.
How's it going, fellas?
It's going.
Yeah, it's going. Matt
Matt's
might not
slowly
be going
dying,
for very much
apparently.
longer.
Yeah, I'm dying.
Hope you got your flu shot at least.
Nope.
Nope.
I did.
Just gonna deteriorate. Awesome.
That's right.
There we go. My dog is I should be like Atlas and Pumpkin. There's chilling. Like the last few episodes of this show and of Generation Dan that I've been on, have been like with the dog in my lap for most of it.
Yeah, that's why you have the dog, right?
Yeah, but I didn't think she would be, she's that much of a lap dog, I guess. First, LOL. Guys, have you seen Abbott Elementary? Yes, I have. It's quite good. I haven't seen the new season, though, because I canceled Hulu when...
Base.
Yeah, when they licked the boot, so I gotta find it on the high seas.
Through alternative
I have
means.
No subscriptions to any streaming services at this point.
Good. What do you watch usually, like in your downtime?
Random videos.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know. Read. I don't know. Take a pick.
I have been reading a lot more in the past year or so. Right now I'm reading Adult Children of Emotionally Immature Parents. Yay.
Are you trying to
It's one of those things
buy
where like
something
when you
here?
tell people, well, no, like my sister told me to read it. She's like, isn't this so like us? I'm like, yeah. And like, I'm not really following what it is I'm supposed to be doing here. I thought we had already sort of like figured out what the problem is with them. I think it's just for validation on her part, but it's interesting. I think it's also good for when I eventually become a parent. Like, how do I not become this? It's good. Or watch on ABC. ABC should be free IDK through local signal. Yeah, I need not cable, but like whatever it is for TV. I don't have rabbit ears or anything. Anyway, Arabic saying? What is an Arabic saying? How is y'all's weeks?
It's fine.
Yeah.
Long.
I've been like a little sleepy this week. Probably just side effects from the flu shot.
Hey, I'm sleepy right now. What's up with you?
Are you on the East Coast like I am, motherfucker? When did you get it, Root Beer?
Last Friday.
A week later, you're still feeling it?
Not really feeling it anymore, but like the first 2 or 3 days, I was feeling a little dizzier.
Yeah, I was like, it felt like I just had a full on like head cold for about 2 days. East Coast. And Zaru stays for the stream. Thank you, Zaru, for doing that. And thank you, Matt, for staying up with us.
I'm trying my best.
Trying his best. I have to get a crown next week because I was biting an apple and I heard the of a tooth breaking. Yeah. You guys ever have that happen to you?
No.
Sounds horrible.
Yeah. So I called my dentist and I was expecting like the next day. This happened on Tuesday. I was like the next day maybe, or within the week. They're like, yeah, the next appointment we have is next Wednesday. So I've been just like chewing with the other side of my mouth for the whole week and like trying real hard to not, too many sweet things, stuff like that. but yeah, on Wednesday, like I'm gonna go for half and then leave at lunch. Like when you were a kid and you would go to a dentist appointment during school, and then I come back with McDonald's. No,
See, I'm just going for my regular checkup tomorrow.
okay. Are we at the age yet where going for your regular checkup is fearful?
No. Probably the
I
scariest
give us
thing is
10
the
years.
what?
I give us another 10 years.
Yeah.
Another 10 years before we start freaking out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I
Assuming
just
we
get the
still have-
regular letter from my dental insurance to be like, yeah, so we didn't approve of this, and this, and then, no one ever says anything about it ever again. So I just assume the dentist office sent another one.
Your
Or sent
dentist
another-
office sounds like a dick.
No. And they'll do the thing and they'll be like, yeah, your insurance covers it. And then I'll get a letter from my insurance saying, yeah, so we rejected this, and this. And then no one says anything ever again. So I assume my dentist office just sent another claim.
That's kind of funny that they just try again. Although it seems like a lot of these like insurance companies just do their claims through AI now. So why the fuck not? Just keep sending the same
Eventually
claim
it'll be
over and over.
accepted,
Yeah. There's like a just like paste over and over. Welcome to American Healthcare. What's up, man? How are you? I haven't heard from you or seen you in a while. That guy. Yay. So one of my classes that I teach, the kid tore his ACL at the beginning of the year. We know this, but the latest update in that saga is we were getting kicked out of whoever's room we were using every 5 weeks because they're like, okay, well, the 5 weeks are up. The broken bone should have healed. I'm like, it's not a fucking bone. It's his ACL. It's all year. So I went to admin and was like, can you put me somewhere where I'm not going to get kicked out when the teacher gets pissed off that we're using their space for, a month at a time? And she's like, okay. So she puts me in the building where the football team watches their footage. And the best way I can describe it is it's a meat locker with a whiteboard in it. Like it's really big and echoey, and with some tables in it. And the way he had them there was like in these like long kind of table setups, like 3 long dinner tables, so people could sit across from each other and watch the footage. It was like fucking hell on my classroom management because they weren't listening to me. They were just looking at each other and talking to each other. So for finals week, I had put them into like individual tables because I needed them apart from each other. And then the coach put them back. And I was like, okay, we got to come to some sort of compromise because that's not working for me. And obviously the final thing isn't working for you. So what do I do? And he goes, well, as long as the position players, which are usually like groups of 4, are together. I'm like, okay, I can do that. So I did like kind of a U shape around the whiteboard, and then in like little pods of 4, and that seemed to be it. But like apparently when he came in for the first time when I had done the U shape, he like tells one of our shared students, okay, what did that idiot do now? And I was like, oh, cool. He called me an idiot for fucking, I'm sorry. I don't want to be down here either. And I can't have that kid removed from my class because I'm in a magnet and that's all you get, right? I'm the only English teacher in this magnet. So, yeah, that's where we're at now.
Fun.
Yeah. To be continued, I guess. He didn't call me an idiot to my face, but like, you hear it through the grapevine. You're like, okay, thanks, asshole. Like,
Of course.
Of course. I was watching some Vanguard video, and the only thing I could think of was Arabic saying, what Arabic saying? Stop being a magnet? I mean, that's just what I got hired in. I like the magnet I'm in. Like, I like the curriculum and the kids I have. It's just like this particular physical scenario. Like if we were in one of the newer buildings on the school campus, we'd have an elevator and that wouldn't be a problem. If the kid wasn't in the magnet, it wouldn't have been a problem, etc. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Now you say something.
I don't know. I have nothing interesting going on. I finished Time Stranger,
Nice.
and now I don't know
was
what to
that?
do with myself. It was fun. I got like 90 hours out of it, and now I don't know what to do with myself because I spent like all of last week playing it.
90 hours.
Play a different game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but it feels like a world, right? Like you spent all that time in that world, and now you're like, I don't want to leave. Right?
Right. Nice if Time Stranger had any kind of significant post game I could do.
That I suppose that answers my question. D's nuts. Great.
It does not.
I love that. D's nuts. There's an Arabic saying that doesn't translate well, so I'm just not going to say. There, that's something. Time to play Legend Z. Have you guys been following the like release stuff for Legend ZA?
Sure. Like I generally know of what was happening there.
I am not really like. I don't really like the idea of a Legends game being in just a city, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Like Legends Arceus was just all the way the fuck out in the middle of the wilderness. There was a sense of exploration, and this is like only Lumiose City. And based on the footage I'm seeing, where it's like you can't really go into any of the buildings. It's like you know being in a like cardboard diorama.
You gotta understand that Game Freak has no money. Like how they have no time, no money, they can't do anything. They're poor. They're too poor.
Exactly.
Pokemon is one of the like most niche franchises. Like
I know, right?
Where would they
This
ever
is
get
just
the money for like a huge game?
small indie company.
Yeah. Or if they wait too long, people are going to forget they exist, and they will never become the world's largest multimedia property in the world.
Absolutely not.
Le memes. Le memes l'Arabe.
I don't ever plan on playing a Pokemon game ever again. So pretty simple.
What was the last one you played?
Sword Shield, which was awful.
I didn't like it very much
True.
either. That was my last one, and then every other like Pokemon interaction has been watching other like streamers do matches or just Pokemon Showdown.
The optimal relationship with Pokemon is that you look at the cute Pokemon that they make every generation, they just ignore it otherwise.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Optimal.
Or we're just getting too old, like real possibility, right? Where it's just kind of not ours anymore.
I mean, yeah. But also like Pokemon just has not like changed at all. So like it doesn't feel
Very
like
small
it's
indie
anything new really.
Like Pokemon Legends Arceus felt different and new and was interesting, and then they just kind of face planted on the follow up there. All the Pokemon money goes back into the TCG. You would think that the TCG money would be not that much for a TCG. What are they doing? Like, are they like hiring game testers and shit? Fuck no, they're not. It's Pokemon. Like, Sword Shield was painful. Yeah, that's straight up the region. Too much hand holding, all that good stuff. I think what like is it sad that whenever like new Legends game comes out or like new forms, all I care about are kind of that and the stats and like what can this be used in for like competitive Smodon or VGC or otherwise. That's like my relationship with it is a very sort of pragmatic. Are you worth my time? I don't care. That's it. Flutter main, min-maxed. Paying their printers to go faster. Yeah, because we AI generated the cards. There's a world where that ends up happening, right?
It's okay, Watsy, you can get right on that.
Have you guys seen the either Tron Ares or like any of the discourse about Tron Ares?
I
No. Other
saw
than it
very
was a
little of it.
massive flop. But
I do
no.
have to wonder how Jared Leto keeps being in movies.
I don't get it either. So he's the whole premise of the movie is like, what if an AI was good? That's it. That's the movie. It's basically them trying to be like, Chat GPT is your friend. Like that's the
Incredible.
subtext there that I'm getting. And it's and your lead is a sex pest, and his last movie was so bad it was a meme. Really? Tron what? Tron Ares, like the Greek god of war, Ares. Sorry, I don't know. It's a triple F flop film franchise. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, like the one I saw in 2010 wasn't that bad. Wasn't great, but
Tron Legacy.
cool. Yeah, Tron Legacy. It was pretty cool. You hired Jared Leto to kill a franchise. Actually, that's a great segue into what we were planning to do today. So, not much Vanguard stuff going on. So, Rupier and I, having spent a lot of time creative writing and wanting to torture Matt,
writing,
we thought we would turn this into a creative writing stream.
Worst case, I'll fall asleep in the middle of the stream. Don't worry.
Yeah,
I have on my own protection.
if it's that boring, yeah. I have some like games we can play, but what if like anybody want to do a little short one about like Jared Leto, the franchise killer?
I don't want to think about Jared Leto more than I have to.
Pumpkin, do you want to come up? Is that why you're coming over here? Okay.
One dog.
All right. Root Beer, you want to go first? Or do you want me to go first?
You go first, because I never actually stopped to think about what this would actually entail.
Okay, so like I had some games planned. Like I give everybody a list of adjectives, and then you have to pick one. Don't tell the others. Write a few sentences from the point of view, or sorry, a noun, point of view of that noun, and the others have to guess what it is. That sort of thing. Vanguard is killing itself, a sewer side game. Get Jared Leto to star in a future Cardfight Vanguard anime episode. What, just to finally poof. All right, how about I'll go first? New document. Pull it out. Share the document. Okay. All right. Now, I can't see any of the comments or anything, so it's up to you guys to be like talking shit at me or responding to them while I'm doing this. Okay.
Do you remember that Vanguard commercial that have Nila Jovovich for some reason? That was so
No, I
confusing.
don't.
I vaguely remember it.
That was definitely a what the hell is going on kind of moment for sure.
And it's just like the SpongeBob thing with the fancy
live action. We need the Paul W.S. Anderson live action Cardfight Vanguard movie starring Mila Jovovich.
I would watch that. I'd watch it. I would.
Really? You would? I would.
Yeah, why not?
I'd be like, no shot. I'm watching that garbage. Like, Paul W. Sanderson only makes bad movies. to start as wiping them.
Wait, okay. For a second, my brain confused it with Paul Thomas Anderson. I was like, "How dare you?"
That's your fault.
Wrong, Paul Anderson.
There's a lot of Paul Andersons for some reason.
How can we turn this exercise into just a humiliation ritual for Atlas?
I mean, do whatever you want, guys. I can't even see what's going on. Wait. Okay. Can y'all see what I'm like writing, or is it?
Yes,
too
we
small?
can.
Okay, all right. Okay. Pumpkin, this is a very interesting position for you to be in. Okay.
Man, we should have just.
What?
I should have just forced you guys to do the Set 11 review or something.
We could have.
Well, not now.
Yeah, we're committed to the bit now.
Yeah.
Tragic.
We're gonna make this stream as unwatchable as possible.
Okay, so like crazy things you could have on a whiteboard at like a meeting.
Okay, now we're just drawing.
Now we're
memes.
cooking. Well, of course we are. From Pepe Silva to let's see. Give me a name for the CEO. Can you done with it?
I don't know, man.
How much do we want to go into defamation?
For
Preferably
defamation?
Preferably
We can
not.
play with the names.
Because the first thing that came into my head was Bob Iger, Disney CEO.
Okay. I'm just gonna say the guy's name.
Elon
is
Iger.
Elon Iger. All right.
Bob Musk.
Not. Wait. It's not. I am doing this based off of the zero knowledge I have of like legalness legal stuff, so I'm going to get this very wrong.
Okay, we'll just watch a Legal Eagle video and then we'll figure it all out. Damn. It logged me out of your account, so I can't change the title of the stream to "This is unwatchable."
Yeah, it's watchable, just really, really dumb. If the viewers want to suggest things as I'm writing this,
Hold on. What you're writing is just the plot to the Hudsucker Proxy.
I've never seen the Hudsucker Proxy. What is it?
Okay, it's an old Coen Brothers movie. But the idea is that the board wants to tank their company. Like, so they can all like get away with a bunch of money, right?
Okay. See, well, also the producers, that's where I was getting the idea
Well,
from.
yeah. So they look for somebody with a quote, with a dumb idea that they can put as CEO, so that he can try to implement his dumb idea and like ruin
and like use him as a fall guy, right?
Correct. That's exactly right. Now, so they get this guy in the mailroom who's like, I got an idea for like a new toy. Yeah. And all he shows them is a circle. That's it. So they're like, this guy's a fucking moron. All right, we're good. Mm-hmm. And it turns out the circle was the hula hoop or something.
And it like saves their whole company. Yeah, and like that happens with the producers, right? We're gonna produce a musical about Hitler, and it's gonna be a huge flop. Yeah, and then we take down insurance on it, and then it turns out to be really successful. So it's very similar idea, right? Like we're gonna hire Jared Leto to star in a shit movie, and then that's it. That's the idea that I have.
How has no one seen the Hudsucker Proxy? I swear to God.
I've heard the name before, but I've never seen it. I've seen a lot of Coen Brothers movies, but I've never seen the fucking.
I'm just an uncultured moron.
Go watch what's it called? Oh, Brother, Where Art Thou?
It has Tim Robbins in it,
Well, that's like every Coen Brothers movie, isn't it?
I guess.
He's in a lot of them. Like they're one of they're like those directors who like have the people they like Wes Anderson has people he likes and that kind of thing.
That's true.
Okay.
But I wouldn't call I don't think Tim Robbins is like the Coen Brothers guy. He's more like just was everywhere in the 90s.
That's right. Yeah. Pumpkin, you want to go say hi to Mom? Oh no, she went in the bedroom. Call her again. She bounded out of the room. It's funny. Wait, what was the name again? It was Bob Musk.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Pumpkin, come here. Come here. Come on. Okay. Okay. But if I say just Mr. Musk, they'll think it's Elon Musk.
Miger.
Miger works. Okay.
No, that sounds too much like a slur.
Yep, it does sound like a slur. Migus. How about that?
Yeah. We got it. Just like a certain Crystron card that won't be named.
I mean, I just think of Hulk Fibrex, but that's not it either, is it?
Oh.
You can't. I'm doing this very over the top. Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah, I've just started drawing.
Okay, fine. Show me what you got at the end of this then. Matt's probably like, I hate both of you.
This is now the work stream.
Yes, the work stream of like me.
But I'm not
this
working on
completely-
anything.
Math. What what do you do like a lot of lesson planning, or are they just like, here's the thing, teach it? Or
I mean, that would require me teaching something new. But I would if I did.
okay. Oh, okay, so you've done it so many times that you're just like, this goes here, this goes there, right?
I do.
That
Yeah.
makes sense.
I just make like small adjustments.
Gotcha. Yeah,
That's the
I
other
haven't.
thing that's been. Oh, sorry. Go
It's
on.
okay. I haven't taught long enough to have that yet, or like every year has been something new somewhere. So that I get
Oh
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just remember the other thing that I've been doing most of this week that I guess I want to bring
Talk
up
about?
is I've just been watching a lot of Tasting History.
Tasting history.
Yeah, it's a YouTube channel.
Oh.
I wasn't sure if you had heard of it before because it seems like something
I
you
hadn't.
would just be into. But yeah, it's a guy cooking like old historical recipe and telling anecdotes related to whatever he's cooking.
That's cool. I haven't seen that. No, it's like I'm into people like Jack Rackham and Extra History and Alternate History Hub. Those guys. But
I think you would enjoy it.
seems pretty cool. Yeah, we'll definitely give it a watch. Any standouts?
That's a good. I guess it depends on like what subject matter you like because Max tends to go like all over the place. I guess we can always go for one of the funny ones. But yeah. Any like particular topics that you would be interested in? I can maybe see if there's something related.
I would love to like know about like anything from the medieval era. It'd be
There's
kinda
plenty of
interesting.
those.
Yeah, because before the Columbian Exchange, like
Mm-hmm.
a lot of the things you associate with Europe just weren't there. So like potatoes, tomatoes, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
We just didn't have them, So what were they making before that? Like, because you very much associate like potatoes with Eastern Europe or Ireland, and tomatoes with Italy and stuff like that. And there's just it's just not there. So what are they doing?
I definitely didn't have to look up how to spell medieval for a second.
Crap. Medieval. Did I get that right?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. How did I not spell murmured correctly? Okay.
Medieval and he has a whole ass playlist for medieval and Renaissance recipes. Let's see. Yes, the form of curry. That's just like an old ass cookbook, by the way.
Yeah.
I've actually seen a couple of videos of people cooking from the form of curry.
Mm-hmm. I don't hate the idea of doing like a work stream like
Mhm.
in the future because I'm working on a different short story
Yeah.
for myself that I'm like halfway through right now. So good. I'm down to like keep that in mind for the future. It's like someone sexually assaults people, or oops.
To find one that's a good combination of like an interesting topic and also like fairly recent, so the production is a little better. Honestly, the video about medieval restaurants is actually pretty interesting. I'll throw that in our group chat. You can maybe
Would
put it
love
on
it,
in the
yeah.
background.
Medieval restaurants, because I was watching anything about the history of beer and how they had beer guilds or what they used in beer before hops was the thing, and when hops came out, that was really controversial because it was this new thing, and ancient recipes for beer didn't have it, and it was a big deal, and blah blah blah. It's cool. Extra history, I think, recently. So they usually release them one episode at a time, and in the last year or so, they've been releasing all of them in one giant video, and the video has little extra bits on the background, here's some context, or this is disputed, or that kind of thing, to go along with the video. But they did their extra history complete on beer recently. It's good. Much like beer.
Anyways, I threw up the video in our group chat.
Nice.
Talking about medieval times. All right.
Yeah.
Yes, where you eat with your hands and people fight on horseback. Katie's family loves medieval times. It's pretty fun. If you just sort of get over yourself, it's really fun. Because the first time I was like, "This is below me." Go fuck yourself, Atlas. It's a fun time. Watching people on with lances and shields. It's cool. It's fun to watch. It's one of those things where it taps into your 12-year-old brain a little bit, and just let it go. Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
As we see here, the best subject of tell don't show. I'm doing that really, really well. That's the thing you should be doing as a writer. Okay, Louis C.K. I'm trying to think of other sex pests. Can't do Diddy. That's too on the nose. Duh. Okay, that's a good one.
Jesus Christ.
So stupid. Okay. You can't be serious, Anderson said, looking up from his computer. The CEO looked down at him from his space at the front of the boardroom. Behind him, the whiteboard had various scribblings from their meeting, from Pepe Silva to hire Neil Patrick Harris to write a musical to insurance fraud. Apparently, that wasn't completely off the table, but 10 hours into the meeting to save a studio meant that this had to work. I am serious. The CEO's eyes glinted behind his round frame glasses. We hired Jared Leto. We take out a huge policy on this movie flopping, and when it inevitably does, we collect a huge payday and save the studio. A woman looked up from her computer, eyes blazing. Mr. Midas, you can't hire Jared Leto. He's a sex pest. She pounded the table with one fist. Mr. Midas turned to his assistant. Sex pest, he murmured. The assistant sighed. It's like someone who sexually assaults people or pressures them into sexual acts or is really into feet. Midas turned beet red. I hardly think Jared Leto is someone who's into feet. Wasn't that Tarantino? The woman face-palmed. She had been trying to get the studio to move in a better direction when it came to optics since she got hired. Their last 3 movies had the likes of Louis C.K., Cuba Gooding Jr., and Danny Masterson before he went to jail. Look, this is happening. Case closed. Midas threw his arms out like a baseball umpire declaring the runner safe. But won't we get caught if we take out an insurance policy? Anderson said. Midas simply took a step back and tapped on the whiteboard marked insurance fraud. That's plan B. I'm such an asshole. Oh.
Funny.
Only
one person's allowed to be in defeat at any one time. That's what I learned from this.
Yes.
Only one person's allowed to be defeated?
No, allowed to be into feet.
Into feet.
Oh, in 2 feet. Yes.
Yeah. It can't be Leto and Tarantino because Tarantino already has that covered. I think.
Yes. That's how
Got
this world
it.
works. Midas has round glasses, and I did I even give the nope, I did not give the I didn't even say what position she was. This fails the Bechdel test so hard.
Yeah, who cares?
You wrote this in 20 minutes.
It's got a beginning, middle, and end.
One page.
Yeah. Actually, here, let's see. Word count. No, that's not even close to like a flash fiction. So it's like 750 words. I've written one before. That was the one I wrote when I was on my medication. Right, when I took it twice. I showed you guys that, right?
I think so. Actually, no. I don't think you have. I don't remember hearing about this.
Okay. How about I just rate it to close out the stream? I feel like that's... Yeah?
I'll do my best to stay awake.
And then you can update me on whether or not you like tasting history.
Okay. What medieval fast food restaurants were like. That's cool. Okay. So... This is called The Secret Core, CORPS. So, ladies and gentlemen, you've seen him on TPO. You've seen him on American Comic View. He does shows all over town. Give it up for Jimmy Tate! The crowd roared as I looked around the room. Red hats everywhere. Tate appeared from off stage. He was dressed like any other stand-up comedian who made it big. A dark suit jacket over a t-shirt. Smart shoes. His balding head had recently won the fight against hair, as the spotlight lit up that 3/4 chrome dome. My earpiece crackled. Okay, Henderson, you know what you're here to do. This is going to be a long night. Tate's jokes are about as good as you might expect from a Neverlander. Derivative, unfunny. Here, take a listen. So I told this girl if she wants to be woke, she could go back to San Francisco with the other wokes. The crowd roared with laughter. I'm not sure how much of the crowd here were tinks. I did what I was supposed to do. I cackled. I howled. At one point, a red hat next to me elbowed me. Hey, buddy, isn't this great? I love that there's comedy for people like us these days. This was in the middle of a joke where I didn't get to hear the setup, so I missed my cue by half a second. I don't think anyone noticed, though. Tate killed. As the lights came up, I took a quick look around the room. People seemed happy. They had gone to one of the worst comedy shows I had ever seen, and they were enjoying themselves. Maybe my team was doing a good thing. I started toward the door before feeling a tap on my shoulder. As I wheeled around, I saw what could be only described as a tree. I'm a big guy, an oak. This guy was a redwood with a bone to pick, it seemed. Tate wants to see you, he growled. I remained calm as I've been trained to. Mr. Tate wants to see me? I thought he didn't sign autographs. Does that mean I could get a selfie? I squealed with practiced glee. Sure, the Redwood said. I started to walk with him toward the green room, but his hand never left my wrist. As I entered the room, I saw James Tate in all his glory. He was staring into his phone, scrolling. Not even looking up from doom scrolling. He said, "Thank you, Woods. That'll be fine. You may return to your designated position." Heh, Woods. I took solace in that, at least. It was time for me to put on the performance of my life. Mr. Tate, it's an honor to meet someone like you. I've been waiting to see you for months, and I shook my fist together like I was Alexander Hamilton being invited to the Constitutional Convention. Tate cut me off. Yeah, about that. We took a look at your social media. Standard procedure for all my shows. Want to make sure we let the right people in, you know? And we saw that you didn't post anything, like at all. He still didn't look at me. I took the opportunity to admire the bald spot on his head. His hairline had retreated back to the center of his noggin, but one tuft of hair remained near the top of his forehead, an island of defiance that was probably the result of too many testosterone injections. I thought quickly, yeah, I like to keep my private life private. I don't want the deep state spying on my every move. If you want to hear more about me, you'll have to check out my homestead. Tate scoffed, the tuft bouncing. Oh, you're one of those. We get those every once in a while. What do you use for meat? Do you mean what animals do I keep on my homestead? I thought back to my dog in my apartment, Vito. He was a pudgy dachshund with a cool, calm, and collected demeanor. Be like Vito, I thought to myself. Chicken for fertilization, eggs, and pest control. Cats for pest control, sheep for wool and for meat, and Tate put his hand up. Okay, I heard enough. Want a selfie or something? My squealy demeanor returned. OMG, of course. Woods, I require your services for a moment. Could you take a picture with... He snapped his fingers at me, waiting for a response. Johnny. It's a cuck name. John. Go by John. He huffed as I got into position, both of us forcing a smile, as Woods held my phone in his hands. They nearly engulfed the phone itself. All right, here's your pic to not post on social media, John. Tate quipped as I put my phone in my pocket. It's just an honor to meet someone so hilarious in person. And you, I turned toward Woods. Woods, he growled back at me. My officer told me to pretend to forget names from time to time to throw people off. Woods will escort you out, Tate replied. Next! He screamed into the hallway. I think Tate expected a hallway full of hangers-on and red hats ready to be there at his beck and call to lick the boot of his attention. But as I turned into the corner, Woods at my back, all I saw was O'Connor. We were in boot camp together. We shared a look. O'Connor had it rougher, as she was likely to experience some sort of come-on from Tate. Luckily, a large part of the Corps' training camp was self-defense. Good thing that phone of hers was a taser. Pushed by Woods out into the rain, I heard my earpiece crackle again. Great job, Henderson. You're keeping this country safer than any, I mouthed along with the operator, than any domestic enemy, from Shapiro to Kirk, from Rogan to Limbaugh. This is the creed of the Secret Corps. A Neverlander is a dime a dozen, but it's really hard to keep up the facade sometimes.
And it was clearly before he got.
Yes, it was. But the idea came from, like, I was listening to Behind the Bastards, and Robert Evans is like, we should just have, like, a Truman Show-esque bubble for these, like, right-wing podcasters to be in so they don't become Charlie Kirk. And I was like, I'm going to do that. So that's where the idea came from.
All right, well, I've made, like, zero progress, so I'll just...
On drawing?
Yep. I'll just share something I had before. And by before, I mean like 2 days ago.
Still cool.
I need you to present the thing because I got logged out.
Gotcha.
I should just... There.
Adjusted the shadows a bit. It looks good.
Where'd the other half of her sock go?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Or is it perspective?
No, it's just asymmetrical. The other half got eaten by the dryer.
Oh, that happened.
Oh, it shrunk in the dryer.
Only one of them, though.
Yeah, only one of them.
Well, you know, it's like two different pairs of socks, right? Where it's like the dryer ate one, you get one from a different pair.
Yeah.
they're both black. I like what you did with her hair. It's cool that it's like become more detailed over time. The way you draw it. Sarsaparilla is the name of the character, right?
Yep.
So Sarsarilla's hair has gotten more like interesting as time has gone on. Because before it was just like it's turquoise, and that's it. And now it's got like
turquoise.
What?
Pretty sure it's always had streaks.
But like more. I remember it being simpler in the past.
I think this is just a lighting thing, honestly.
Maybe. Could be.
I think that's just I got better at doing shadows. At least for the hair.
Awesome. Have you ever done like an animatic for something before?
I have. It was terrible.
Bummer. I really enjoy a good one from time to time. Usually for like musical songs, or there's this channel I like called Deep Blue Ink that does it for what's it called? College Humor.
Mm-hmm.
I'll send one to you. I think I sent you guys the one about the horse girl, right?
Probably.
Maybe, yeah. So like, but just like the way they animate is so funny. Like the little tiny faces on giant, like brightly colored heads. It's very like Muppet-like to me. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching. Patreon.com/Nexus at Night. If you want to help out the show, at Nexus at Night on all social medias. Follow me at Atlas Novak, wherever all that's found, or check out my other show, Generation Dan. How about you guys?
I mean, on Twitter, at Williams, or wherever, Blue Sky, Twitter, whatever hell site you're still on.
Yeah.
I'm there. I don't really post so much, but I'm there.
Yeah, I exist on social media. Honestly, like, the Nexus at Night Twitter is just my Twitter account now.
I'm cool with it. I'm not on there anymore, so enjoy.
Yeah. Not like any of you use it, so like I still post art on my personal account, but like
follow them both.
Yeah. But yeah, I mostly just use the Nexus at Night account to like post shit now.
Go for it. So thanks everybody for watching, and until next time, I was Atlas.
I'm still Matt.
I'm Root Beer.
And that's Pumpkin. And have a good night, everybody.